just shy of 200.
And we are seeing the highest single-day increase in hospitalizations since the pandemic began. The county health department says it's learned of 198 new cases since yesterday. Those results are from 2,255 tests dating back to July 6th. That is a positive rate of 8.78. 22 people have also been admitted to hospitals since yesterday. Health officials have expected hospitalizations to rise. 2 additional deaths were also reported, a 54-year-old and an 89-year-old patient. Breaking news now, 25 fire departments had to respond to this fire at a home in Bellevue this morning. When we pulled up, there was a lot of smoke billowing from the roof of the home on Grand Avenue. And you could see firefighters on the roof there venting the flames. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman is live on scene and just got an update that a firefighter was taken to the hospital there. Jillian?
That's right. We just learned that a firefighter was taken to the hospital about an hour ago for a heat-related illness, but I'm told he's in stable condition. Now, right now, firefighters are checking for any additional hot spots. I'm told this home here is actually 5 apartments, and one man was inside when the fire started, but he safely got out. Now, our Channel 11 team got here shortly after the call went out. The house fire started at around 8:30 this morning on Grant Avenue. Here's video of the fire shooting from the roof. The heat and humidity today has made it challenging for fire crews. The Bellevue Assistant Fire Chief says they called additional fire departments to help with manpower. About 25 fire departments responded. Now, it took them about 2 hours to get the fire under control, and an EMS rehab tent was also set up on scene so firefighters can hydrate and cool off. Now, 3 firefighters have been checked out for a heat-related illness, and again, 1 was transported to the hospital. The Assistant Fire Chief says the cause of this fire is still unknown.
County fire marshals are here to do their investigation. When we pulled up, we did have fire coming out of the front door and a couple windows on the first floor. So, pretty good assumption it may have started there, but the fire marshal is going to determine for sure.
Now, the Assistant Fire Chief also said there is extensive damage inside the home, and he also mentioned that fire crews will wrap up here in the next hour or so. Now, coming up tonight at 5 o'clock, I'll let you know the other additional challenges fire crews had to face here while putting out this fire. Reporting live, I'm Jillian Hartman, Channel 11 News.
Part of the Allegheny County Courthouse is closed today. Officials tell us the criminal division of the Court of Common Pleas on the 3rd and 5th floors is temporarily closed. Bail hearings and motions court will continue. The Magisterial District Court in North Versailles and the 5th Judicial District's Protection from Abuse Department on Ross Street downtown are also closed. No reason was given for the closure, but there have been concerns in the courthouse recently because of the coronavirus. Earlier this week, we told you a trial was delayed after questions surrounding safety procedures at that building. 3 assistant DAs have contracted the virus. A county spokesperson told us the county follows all CDC guidelines, including sanitizing stations, physical distancing, and enhanced cleaning. We're working to find out more. For Channel 11 News, coming up tonight at 5. This is a tough time for school districts trying to figure out their back-to-school plans, and for parents, too, trying to decide if they should even send their kids back to school.
The plans we've seen so far from local districts include both in-person classes and remote learning. Channel 11's Mike Holden explains why the CDC is pushing for in-person classes.
Take classes online at a computer like this or go to school in person. District officials are weighing these options right now and consulting with parents. We know one thing is for sure, this school year will look and feel a lot different, and health experts say now is the time you talk to your kids about it. Now, the Center for Disease Control just rolled out new guidelines for reopening schools. They focus heavily on getting students back into the classroom. With the pandemic ever evolving and district leaders still weighing options of in-person versus online, it can create a lot of stress and anxiety for not only the parents, but also the kids. The CDC guidelines highlight the risks of keeping students at home, which experts say could be crippling both emotionally and socially. They also point out how to resume in-person classes by practicing social distancing, good hygiene, and around-the-clock sanitizing efforts. In addition, they're encouraging districts to use outdoor space or old buildings for heightened social distancing practices. I spoke with Dr. Larry Mitnall, who is the American Heart Association's volunteer medical expert. He says this won't be a one-size-fits-all approach. Parents should prepare their kids for this evolving situation.
When we don't know, sometimes the way that we help to help kids reduce their anxiety is to script out and to talk about and to write the parts that we do know about the story. I mean, the rest of it will be part of the adventure.
And the CDC says school districts should also have a plan in the instance that someone does test positive and how they will get that information out to further parties. We're now asking the doctor his opinion on the best way to explain COVID to children and how they can further prepare themselves in the weeks ahead. For Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Some workers in the Pittsburgh Public School District are concerned about going back. Food service workers reached out to us. They say they're afraid because they don't know what the safety plan is for school meals once they reopen. Workers say the district gave them face shields, but they haven't got a plan. The employees we spoke with didn't want their faces or names revealed.
We don't know what we're putting ourselves in jeopardy of doing once we walk into these buildings. We don't know who may be walking in as one of them victims. They can't dictate that. A temperature doesn't tell that. So they could be passing that along without us knowing.
We have reached out to the district, and when they respond, we'll let you know. We have extra coverage online, including the back-to-school plans for dozens of districts in our area. You can find it on our Channel 11 News app. Baseball is back, and it's game one for the Pirates tonight in St. Louis. First pitch is at 8:15. This will be the first game for the Pirates' new manager, Derek Shelton. The home opener is Monday night hosting Milwaukee with no fans in the stands at PNC Park.
Police say a woman who was killed while sleeping in her bed in Derry Township was not the intended target. In fact, now police say the gunman had the wrong house. They've arrested him. His name is Nathan Quidetto. State police say he was shooting in retaliation over a bad drug deal. Tracy Squibb was asleep in her house on Pandora Road when police say she told her husband it felt like she got bit by something. Her husband saw blood. He told the kids to call 911. Tracy died at the hospital.
It was like, wow, what could have possibly happened where somebody randomly shot into a residence of seemingly good, innocent people that just work every day of their lives.
Quidetto was arrested during a traffic stop in Hostetler Wednesday. He is now in the Westmoreland County Prison.
We're getting a look at a man wanted in connection with a deadly shooting in Pittsburgh's Knoxville neighborhood. Police sent us this picture of Montez Freeman. They've issued an arrest warrant for him. That shooting happened Wednesday morning on Knox Avenue. 40-year-old Clinton Miller was killed. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
Federal agents and protesters squared off for yet another night of violence in Portland, Oregon. Federal troops used tear gas and other crowd control munitions after some launched fireworks at the federal courthouse. For more than 50 nights, protesters have gathered there. The protesters are clashing with federal officers who have been sent by the Trump administration into Portland over the past week to end the violence. Protesters rallied outside the home of Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot last night. They are calling on the former Chicago police officer to cut police funding. The demonstration came after Lightfoot did an about-face and agreed to President Trump's plan to send 200 federal agents to the city. The protesters also demanded justice for an activist seen on video being punched by an officer as demonstrators and police clashed last week.
Police need help tracking down this man. Police say he damaged a police car during downtown riots on May 30th. And a man wanted in connection with the destruction of a police SUV set on fire during that same riot has been taken into custody. Devin Montgomery turned himself in yesterday. He was identified after police posted his picture on Facebook. The unmarked police car was set on fire near the 5th Avenue entrance to PPG Paints Arena. Authorities say Montgomery was one of the first people to approach the police car.
A woman was seriously hurt after being pinned by a car in the Strip District. That woman was stuck under the car after a crash near the intersection of 17th Street and Liberty Avenue yesterday. Medics used airbags to lift that car and get the woman out. They say she was alert and talking with medics.
President Donald Trump has canceled the Republican National Convention in Jacksonville. The president made the announcement as the number of COVID-19 deaths there reaches a new high in the state. Delegates will still decide the nomination in North Carolina, where the RNC was originally planned to be, but most events, including the president's acceptance speech, will likely be held online. The convention will start August 24th.
Calmer today, but some neighborhoods could see a pop-up shower.
And meteorologist Jessica Faith takes us through the next 24 hours in Severe Weather Center 11. Jessica?
Well, as we start the afternoon, we're looking really good. I just stepped outside about 15 minutes ago, looking like a really lovely day outside for your Friday as we wrap up the work week, especially after a rainy couple of days. Live look at your radar right now. Notice the dry conditions across the area. Just a few showers off to our south and east. But as we go throughout the rest of the day, there could be another spare shower or two as we go later into the afternoon and evening hours. But for the most part, we're going to continue to look quite nice. Here's a live perspective outside right now in Pittsburgh. Dry, a mix of sun and clouds. We could be seeing more sun than clouds as we go throughout the rest of your day. Those temperatures starting to warm up. 79 in Pittsburgh, 80 in Butler, 81 in Beaver. We're going to continue to warm up even warmer this weekend. We're going to get into those details about how your weekend will feel, and that's coming up in just a little bit.
I know Pittsburgh is hurting after the COVID virus.
For some, they're dogs, but for others, they're guardian angels. How they could help Pittsburgh heal from the pandemic.
I know that they do the best they can, but they didn't have the time to do it.
Only on 11, doctors say they could have saved her son had police only let medics act faster. The answer she wants now from first responders.
And where PNC is closing more locations as customers turn to online banking.
You have questions. Will my business bounce back? Should I advertise? Can I afford not to? Look to us for your answers. We're Studio 11 Pittsburgh. Award-winning video production that works.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
If he got there sooner, that they probably could have reversed the swelling in his head.
Who told you that?
The doctors.
Only on 11, doctors told this mother her son could have been saved had first responders acted faster. Witnesses say minutes went by before Tyrone Jackson was even pulled from the wreckage after a police chase ended with a crash in Bellevue. His mother contacted us and told Channel 11's Renee Wallace she's demanding answers from police.
There was no threat, so why couldn't they get help?
Doris McCormick says she has watched videos shared on social media of the July 13th crash that killed her 19-year-old son Tyrone over and over.
They just denied him help, and it's not right. Who are you to say that they're not allowed to have help?
She contacted Channel 11 because it's been 10 days since her son, who wasn't the driver but a passenger, was killed in a violent crash on Shade Avenue, a crash that began after the 19-year-old driver sped away from police. Avalon police have yet to release details of their involvement, and no arrest has been made. County police said the car was initially pulled over during a traffic stop at Holmes and California Avenue and fled at a high rate of speed, but have released nothing further since the initial crash. McCormick said even though medics were on scene within minutes, police would not let them treat her son. She said emergency room doctors told her her son might have survived had he received life-saving treatment faster.
If he'd have got there sooner, they might have could have reversed the swelling in his head.
Keep in mind the crash happened here in Bellevue, but that initial police stop took place just a few blocks away from here in Avalon, so that is where we went first for answers. Channel 11 was told the Avalon police chief was not available and referred our questions to Allegheny County Police. County police investigators emailed their original information on the crash and then added investigators are in consultation with the district attorney's office to determine charges on the driver of the vehicle. Jackson's family told Channel 11 this is far from over for them. They are going to continue to push for answers and accountability. Reporting from Bellevue, I'm Renee Wallace, Channel 11 News.
The man accused of driving a convicted cop killer before the deadly traffic stop wants his property back. Tavon Harper says he's owed $2,500 taken from him during the arrest. That's according to our Trib partners. Harper testified against Ramel Holt during his murder trial, identifying Holt as the man who shot and killed New Kensington police officer Brian Shaw. Harper was charged with helping Holt escape. Prosecutors dropped the charges in the case in exchange for his testimony, but say Harper earned that money that was taken from drug dealing and should not get it back. Officer Shaw was 25 years old when he was killed. He had been with the New Kensington Police Department for just 5 months.
PNC is making major cuts. 52 branches are closing, and 8 of them are in our area, including the PNCs along Washington Pike in Bridgeville and South Main Street in Greensburg. The CEO of PNC said recently they would be keeping some branches closed because of the pandemic. The Meadows Racetrack and Casino in Washington County is planning another round of layoffs. Our partners at WJPA Radio report 174 workers will be laid off beginning in September. They cite declining revenues. Several weeks ago, the casino furloughed nearly 180 workers.
Breaking news now, the Toronto Blue Jays will play home games in Buffalo. As you may remember, the Blue Jays had wanted to play at PNC Park, but the state denied that request, saying it would bring more people into Pittsburgh, adding an extra challenge in dealing with coronavirus cases. The event that brings out everything pickled has been canceled. Like most events this summer, Picklesburg said there was no way to have it under the current restrictions. But here's the good news. More than a dozen restaurants will offer a variety of pickle-themed food and beverages from July 30th to August 1st. They're calling it A Taste of Picklesburg.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Happy Friday. It's your lunchtime hour. Maybe you're about to head out to lunch, grab a pickle. Whatever you want to do if you're headed out and about, you are looking good. The area looking nice and dry. Good bit of that cloud cover slid off toward the east and toward the south. Also seeing some showers farther to our south and east, but we are good to go. Looking to stay that way for the most part for the rest of your afternoon into the evening. So as we go throughout your day, we will continue to warm up in a pretty big way. A couple of degrees warmer than yesterday, a high of 86 degrees. We're going to keep a mix of sun and clouds for today, tonight. Partly cloudy to mostly clear. A few clouds lingering around throughout the nighttime hours. So storm tracker hour by hour, you'll see that most of that cloud cover and rain really will remain toward our east and farther to the south. But we can still see maybe an isolated shower or two as we go throughout the rest of the day. But notice the coverage really not too much to look forward to. We are looking to stay dry for the rest of the day, but don't be surprised if you run into a rogue shower later this afternoon. Tonight looking to clear out even as we move toward midnight into tomorrow morning. A nice start to the day. Maybe you're headed out early, headed out and about. You should be good to go as far as the rain is concerned. Could see some fog during the morning hours into the afternoon. Looking to stay dry as well. But again, could see a few clouds develop. Still looking to see a good dose of sunshine though, and a few more small specks of rain to pop up into the afternoon. But on the low end of the spectrum, really looking to be on the dry side as we head into the rest of today, into the weekend. Now here's the fog tracker. Again, if you're headed out and about first thing in the morning, could run into some visibility issues, and models have been hinting at most of the fog being farther to our north. So locations like Newcastle, Butler, Indiana could be running into some fog. There could still be some fog toward the southern end of the area. That's something to watch out for as we go toward the morning hours, late morning hours, clearing that out until we move toward midday, looking to clear all of that fog. So maybe you want to get out and about, get into your garden. I just got an aloe vera plant, not quite a garden, but it's a start. Maybe you have an actual green thumb. Tomorrow will be a good day to get out into your garden. If it were me to have an actual garden, I would be getting out during the morning hours, closer to that 9 o'clock hour. Notice how those temperatures really peak into the afternoon. On the warm side, dare I say even hot, because it's kind of pushing near that 90-degree mark, a high of 88 for tomorrow. Overall, looking pretty good as we enter the weekend. A weekend always in view, and the view is nice. Partly cloudy, mix of sun and clouds for both days. Those temperatures warming up into the upper 80s, 89 degrees for the high for Sunday. Mostly staying dry, looking good. This will be a good weekend to head outside, do some outdoor activities. I wouldn't stay in because you'll have plenty of time to stay in for Monday and Tuesday, especially second half of the day on Monday, where we expect scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly during the second half of the day. And boy, do we warm up back into the 90s, 92 degrees for the high for Monday. And then going into Tuesday, a system moves through, scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then temperatures drop a bit into the 80s, around 84 degrees.
A new warning today about the social media app TikTok, how it could open kids up to some dangerous situations.
And a lot of people are staying away from the mall because of the coronavirus. How that's leading to some big bargains. Next.
Channel 11 Morning News brings you what's happening now.
Water main break shut down a busy road in Pittsburgh. Looks like a river flowing through Westwood right now.
Showers break out. Could be a thunderstorm.
What's new?
3 houses are on fire right now.
I was able to talk with fire officials as well as some of the people who have been displaced.
And what's next?
How long can we expect this economic recession that we're in to last?
By 3 o'clock, scattered thunderstorms.
Count on Channel 11 News for live coverage every morning.
When you want news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
This is shaping up to be one of the busiest months ever for online stores.
Hundreds of stores are offering huge discounts, and shoppers staying close to home are snapping up the deals. NBC's Chris Clackham has the details.
4 months into the COVID crisis, many Americans are still foregoing the mall, going online instead.
I mean, what we saw in the last month was that online sales was up about 73% year over year. But there's the convenience and safety factor that's coming in, and safety is a huge part of the movement online right now.
Knowing more consumers are shopping this way this year, retailers are ramping up their typical July sales events.
According to our Retail Me Not research, we know that people are planning on spending upwards of $500.
Much of which will be spent online this year, even on back-to-school purchases.
There are still things that parents need to pick up for remote learning as well. Notebooks, pens and paper, even electronics like tablets.
RetailMeNot.com has a big sale this weekend with over 100 major retailers.
Speaking of which, give us some examples. What are we talking about?
Well, we're going to see a lot of deep discounts in July, specifically on a few categories from swimwear, apparel, clothing, even food delivery. So food delivery is great. We're going to see upwards of 20% off.
Retailers making money any way they can until the pandemic passes. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
I might get anxious. I might have a breakdown.
Veterans facing those problems can now count on service dogs. How the group that provides these dogs is expanding into our area.
Some sun, some clouds right now across the area, and we're looking at a drop in humidity. I'll let you know how your weekend is going to feel.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. Channel 11 Morning News brings you weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Breaking now in the past 10 minutes. We have learned that Kennywood Park is going to close now on Mondays and Tuesdays for the rest of the season. They're making this move because of low attendance. The schedule change starts next week. A spokesperson says on an average day, the park has been filled to just about 30% capacity, not even near the state-mandated 50%.
These are service dogs that help military veterans, and now the organization that trains them is moving into our area. The group will bring a much-needed economic boost to one community while also helping those veterans. Spangle, Rooney, Doc, and Judd, all medical service dogs helping veterans in our area.
I might get anxious. I might have a breakdown. With her, she doesn't let me get that far. She just wants to make sure I'm okay.
Being in public and in crowds and stuff like that has been hard, but with her by my side and making a space around me and between other people approaching me and stuff has been very helpful.
These dogs are given to veterans and first responders from Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, a Florida nonprofit that raises, trains, and matches the dog.
The dog is not a cure. The dog will never fix their disability. But because they can now get their dignity, their self-esteem, and their independence back.
In the last 10 years, the group has paired 350 dogs with more than 50 vets in our region. The veteran demand and support from businesses and donors led the nonprofit to expand to Pittsburgh.
Because of the overwhelming support that Guardian Angels has received in Western Pennsylvania in terms of sponsorships of dogs, veterans receiving dogs.
Their first campus will be located in Robinson Township next to the Montour Trail.
We will be training dogs there. We'll have a full campus, state-of-the-art campus. We'll have a ton of volunteer opportunities.
The new location, which is not built yet, is expected to cost $15 million and will house 80 dogs, which will need trainers, meaning new jobs. A much-needed economic boost to our area during the pandemic.
I know Pittsburgh is hurting after the COVID virus, so we're very anxious to help them put folks back to work, both from the construction angle, when we very first break ground and start putting all the buildings in place and the infrastructure, to where we will be hiring more people to work directly there.
The pandemic has delayed fundraising, and while waiting to break ground, the organization will focus on getting dogs ready to help those who need them most.
We have to figure out how to caravan more dogs out to more states. We're currently planning another caravan, probably 2 caravans to Pittsburgh.
And if you'd like to donate, foster, or apply for a dog with Guardian Angels, just look for this story on our website.
They do a lot of good. The extra $600 federal benefit for unemployment ends today. Congress is working on another round of aid. The latest plan by Senate Republicans would replace the $600 with an amount that would bring a worker's benefits to 70% of their previous income. Democrats want to extend the $600 payments through the end of the year. Both parties do agree on sending out another round of $1,200 direct payments.
This comes as a lot of people are at risk of losing their health insurance. About 5 million people could have to pay their own way, as that $600 extra dollars in unemployment could be coming to an end. Ashley Pamplin is one of those people. She was recently furloughed from her job as a restaurant manager here in Pittsburgh.
Between food and utilities and the mortgage and my car note and car insurance, it would just, I feel like, sadly, health insurance would probably be on the last priority.
The $600 weekly unemployment boost is supposed to end next Friday. Congress is working to get a new stimulus package out.
After several days of stormy weather, a lot calmer today.
And meteorologist Jessica Faith has her forecast heading into the weekend. Jessica?
Yeah, we're looking good right now, completely dry across the area. And temperatures are warming up this midday. We are near 80 degrees in a lot of spots, including 79 Greensburg, Pittsburgh, 79 also in Washington, in the 80s farther toward the north, including 80 degrees in Butler, 82 for Beaver. So this is just the start. More heat is to come as we go later into the afternoon hours, looking to get into the mid to even upper 80s at 86 degrees. We will be raising the heat going into the weekend, but we're dropping the humidity slightly. I'll lay out all of the details. That's coming up next.
A school leader thinks online classes will fail. Why he says all you have to do is look at what happened in the spring.
AMC Theaters is delaying reopening, but not because of coronavirus rules. The reason you won't be going to the movies anytime soon.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson, and we've been bringing you a special version of Local Steals and Deals, where we shine a spotlight on amazing companies and their passionate founders. Small businesses really are the backbone of America, and we need them to thrive now more than ever. With Local Steals and Deals, we bring you exclusive offers from these brands on products that make your life safer, brighter, and more fun at a time when we all really need it. Join us in making a difference. Simply pick up your phone and text USA to 65,000 to learn more.
Channel 11 News at 5 and 6 p.m. brings you the latest details on the coronavirus.
331 new coronavirus cases.
While hospitalizations are up, experts say the hospitals in this region have not been overwhelmed.
We brought you the governor's remarks live on the air this afternoon.
We have got to act now.
Big changes coming within the next few hours.
This really affects bars and restaurants, especially the ones that are already struggling.
Watch Channel 11 News every day at 5 and 6 p.m. Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
We told you earlier the CDC is urging districts to reopen schools with in-person classes. Staying home schooling could, or they said homeschooling could put kids at risk both emotionally and socially. The Erie school director has another problem, though, with online learning. He says that nearly half of all the students ignored their online classes in the spring, and he says 40% of their students never even turned on their school-issued Chromebooks. This is a district with over 10,000 students. The director says the worst thing is to have students go back to remote learning. District leaders say, though, it doesn't give the whole story. They say students could have been using another device to do their work. Their numbers show between 78 and 91% of students took part each day.
You'll have to wait a little longer before going back to a movie theater, at least to an AMC theater. The company says its reopening has been delayed to mid to late August now. The reason is there's just no new movies to show. All the big releases have been shelved until next year. The company says its 9 theaters in our area will remain closed. We have a warning for Duquesne Light customers. Criminals are posing as customer service workers to get some quick cash. The company says customers are receiving calls from scammers that spoof Duquesne Light's phone number. Then the person on the phone claims the customer has an unpaid balance and that service will be terminated if they don't get a payment. Duquesne Light says they would never threaten to shut off power the same day because of a non-payment.
A new warning today about the social media app TikTok, how it could open kids up to some dangerous situations.
Conditions are clearing out, and we are looking forward to a slight drop in humidity. I'll show you all of the details coming up next.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on breaking news. Channel 11 Morning News brings you what's happening now.
A busy Pittsburgh road is shut down. You can see why.
What's new and what's next.
Thunderstorms on the way. Rain should be here by about 7 o'clock.
Count on Channel 11 News every morning.
Severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
TikTok is increasingly popular with teens and kids. The Chinese-owned app has gotten a lot of buzz in recent weeks, though, for being a security threat. But there also may be safety risks for its young user base. Liz McLaughlin has an important warning for parents.
Gonna do the two-step in cowboy boogie. TikTok is the home of viral dance videos and growing controversy, with U.S. officials and businesses expressing privacy and security concerns about the Chinese-owned app.
A number of companies in the United States have actually told their employees to remove TikTok from their phones.
Despite those concerns, the app continues to grow, expanding its user base by more than 30% in recent months.
TikTok is one of the most popular social networks on the planet.
But its popularity among young people may also present safety risks. TikTok accounts are public by default, meaning other users can view videos, location information, and send direct messages.
If their account is not private, anyone in the entire world can message them.
Titania Jordan of the monitoring software Bark says as the pandemic drives more screen time, young users may be more likely to be exposed to inappropriate content or worse.
We noticed over the range of March 13th through today is a 23% increase in alerts around online predation.
Using any social network can be risky, but experts say it is possible to use apps safely with private accounts and adult supervision.
If you're having those conversations with your children, they will be better served to become responsible digital natives.
Keeping communication open for a safer social media experience. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
A new invasive species has been discovered for the first time in Pennsylvania, and this one can be hard to see. The Swede midge is just 1/16 of an inch long. It's a fly native to Europe and Asia. It could pose a serious threat to crops like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, and others. It was recently found on a farm in Bradford County.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Happy Friday. You've made it to the end of the work week, and we're ending your week on a pretty nice note. Here's a live look outside right now. Some sun, some clouds, and we are looking dry. What you see right around Pittsburgh and Beaver, that's just some ground clutter. The real rain is off to our south and east, and we're looking good across the area. Could still see an isolated shower or two later this afternoon as we continue to heat up, but for the most part, looking to be dry as we go throughout the rest of your day. Now, the tropics are active, showing you the closest tropical system with Tropical Storm Hannah in the western Gulf. Notice how close it is to Texas. Is going to continue on a westward track. At last check, max sustained winds at 45 miles per hour. So it's going to continue to move off toward the west, making landfall in South Texas sometime tomorrow. And as it continues to move inland, it will continue to weaken. So keeping our eyes on the tropics. No additional rain for us due to Tropical Storm Hannah. But Texas, portions of Louisiana, even into portions of Mississippi expected to get additional rain for today. Again, maybe an isolated shower or two. Mix of sun and clouds as we go later throughout the day. As we continue to drop humidity, maybe more sun than clouds. Also going to continue to warm up. 86 degrees for the high. For tomorrow, a little warmer, 88. Also looking like a pretty nice day. Very warm though, but at least we are looking at a drop in humidity. So for today on the more humid side, going into this weekend, notice more comfy, between comfy and muggy there, but we do see a decent drop from today to about Sunday noon before that rise in humidity comes once again at the start of the new work week, and that will help to spark some showers and thunderstorms as we start the new work week. But this weekend, looking beautiful. Weekend always in view. Those temperatures will be on the warm side, but at least we're dry. And again, mix of sun and clouds. Really a nice weekend to get outside, maybe make some outdoor plans. Do what you need to do today. Tomorrow's Sunday, because as we roll into the beginning of the new work week on Monday, just scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly during the second half of the day. So we're going to have a system to move through the area, and as it approaches the area, sparking those showers and thunderstorms again, mainly afternoon, evening, overnight into your Tuesday. But we are still looking at it getting pretty hot. Those temperatures rising into the lower 90s for Monday. So wanting to maybe stay inside on Monday for plenty of reasons. So again, this weekend, definitely take advantage of those days, even though they'll be on the warmer side. As that system passes, scattered showers and thunderstorms for Tuesday, dropping temperatures back into the 80s. The coolest high on the 5-day forecast is on Tuesday with an impressive 84 degrees.
Thanks, Jessica. The wait is over. Target is opening a store downtown. The ripple effect city leaders are hoping for. Next. Now, local steals and deals.
Hey, Lisa Robertson here with Local Steals and Deals. How would you like to have one of the most influential chemists in the beauty industry give you something no one else has? That's BeautyStat. And Ron Robinson is the founder and the owner, and he's here with us. How you doing, Ron?
Hey, Lisa. So excited to be with you here today.
It is so good to have you here. And I know that you have been a mover and shaker in beauty for a long time, right?
That's right. I have been in the industry over 20 years. I've formulated and developed products for big brands like Clinique, Estee Lauder, Revlon, Avon, L'Oreal. But during that time, I've always been fascinated with the ingredient vitamin C. And so I created the company BeautyStat with a mission to create the best vitamin C serum. Now, vitamin C is a great ingredient for the skin, there's no doubt, but it's notoriously unstable. We solved that problem. We have 3 patents on the ability to stabilize pure vitamin C. So in our BeautyStat Universal C Skin Refiner, it stays pure and potent from the first drop to the last.
Wow. And if I'm sitting at home, very quickly, why is it important? What does it do for my skin when it's stable and when it's fresh?
Well, in our product, it's clinically tested and dermatologist approved to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles, firm and tighten skin, even out skin tone, and diminish the look of pores. It really does it all.
And very quickly, so who are some of the beauty magazines already talking about this?
Yeah, Lisa, just last week, we were so excited that Oprah Magazine named our product one of the best vitamin C serums. And Allure, Cosmo, Harper's Bazaar, Good Housekeeping, all of them have named it as one of the best. And so we're super excited to be able to bring it to consumers.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Lisa.
You can get these 3 amazing ideas at localsteals.com. The exciting thing is Ron is offering this at 50% off. Just go to localsteals.com and you get great beauty.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
The Virgin Hyperloop just got some major support. The fast train will get you to Columbus or Chicago in a matter of minutes. The project is now eligible for federal funding through the U.S. Department of Transportation. A recent study found the Hyperloop project could bring more than $300 billion to our region and cut CO2 emissions drastically. Planning for the Hyperloop is still in its early stages. It will connect Pittsburgh to several Midwest cities and reach speeds up to 650 miles per hour.
Meet me under the Kaufman's clock. That's what they used to say. That popular meeting spot downtown may have to change because Target is moving in. Target plans to open a store on the first floor of the building next year. City officials are hoping this will spur some much-needed development. Target's using only the first floor, so it will be much smaller than Kaufman's or the former Macy's. It was 475,000 square feet. Target will be 22,000.
And development continues on the upper floors. Those are being turned into apartments at a hotel. The project is known as Kaufman's Grand, and that's been under construction since 2017.
Exciting to see some movement there. Well, that's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is coming up tonight at 5 o'clock.
Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Have a good weekend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lesh.
And I'm Catherine Amenta.
At Channel 11 Morning News, we help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today with temperatures.
Heavier delays for the inbound morning commute.
We expanded our breaking news team to better cover news happening right now and give you new information throughout the morning.